I feel like I'm already so behind in my garden this year. It's the beginning of May. We've had a pretty cool spring, which has prevented me from getting a jump start on some of the things that I would have liked to have in the ground already, which is totally fine. But I really want to add some flowers to my garden this year. I wanted to try to bring some pretty things in to attract the pollinators to come in and to just kind of break up the work of the garden with some beauty and some prettiness in the garden to just enjoy. And I haven't started any flower seeds yet. So today we are going to start getting some flowers in the ground. So I've got two different types of amaranth that I got from a friend last year. I have zinnia that I got from somebody that I met last year, marigolds that I saved from plants that I got from a friend. You can see I don't spend money on flowers normally. And then I have some sunflower seeds that I got from a trade, and I actually did buy 5 new types of sunflowers for this year because I absolutely love sunflowers. And I do have some saved seeds from the sunflowers that I grew from last year as well. So I'm going to dig back the mulch. The sunflowers I want to do in a stretch, a couple of rows maybe, and the other ones I just kind of want to sprinkle in between the other plants here and there. I'm not going to put any flowers in between my potatoes since I am going to have to be digging up those potatoes. I don't want to have to dig up my flowers that I plant there. So no flowers in the potatoes, but everything else we're going to plant some flowers around. So like this spot where this broccoli isn't doing very well, I'm just going to go ahead and pull that out and pull this one out. And I'm going to move away the mulch. This is some of the elephant ear amaranth. I'm really excited for this. It's so beautiful. I'm just going to sprinkle some of this in here. I'm just going to very loosely cover it up a little bit. And leave that there. If I'm not careful, my daughter will get into all of my seeds and dump them out while my back is turned. So I have a little bit of a trick. And then she can't reach them. I don't want to use all of my seed just in case they don't sprout so that I have a backup. And I'm not going to cover these back up with mulch. I'm going to leave it so I can keep it watered and keep an eye on it to see it sprouting. And then once it's up, I'll push the mulch back around it. I'm going to put a little patch of zinnias here in between my broccolis and my cauliflowers. I'm thinking what I want to do with my sunflowers is put them all along this sidewall over here, which means I am going to have to clean up this side. And then I'd also like to put them along the back and then possibly a row in front of my tomatoes to give them some shade when the summer gets really hot. Side note, because I just can't get over it, look at how beautiful these tea roses are this year. They have really exploded since I redid this garden and mulched everything and got rid of all the weeds that were in here. It looks amazing in these colors. Oh my goodness, so pretty. To separate my Roma tomatoes from where I'm going to put my Henderson tomatoes, I'm going to throw in a couple of these black sunflowers. I'm really excited. I hope these ones come up. These are new. I've never tried these before, but I got a few different types of new sunflowers because I love sunflowers. So these ones I'm just going to plant 3, and it says to do them every 6 to 8 inches. Well, you know what? I'll do 4. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 here. Excited for these. We have some little flowers starting. You over here. The blackberries are blooming. There's a bunch of buds on there that haven't even opened yet. We'll get some good blackberries this year. These are tiny grapes forming. I must have missed the flowers on this one. Caught in the act. You guys have been destroying my lettuce. Shame on you. Slugs. These guys are chomping away like it's nobody's business on my broccoli. I made some saltwater spray last night and I sprayed my cabbages to try to keep the slugs off of them. I might go grab that. There's another one over there. Man, these slugs are having their way in my garden. We are harvesting some broccoli, and I wanted to show you when you cut off this main stem, if you look right down here, you'll see all these tiny little spots here. Leave your broccoli in the ground when you cut off that main stem, because all of these little pieces are going to turn into small broccoli heads as well. You'll get more off your plant. I know these guys are called Mexico midget, but they seem a little bit too tiny to be putting out flowers already. They're not that big. We shall see. I'm going to do a mixture of these 3 types of sunflowers in this row that I just hoed and get those started. So I'm going to just mix those up so we can get a surprise of what's going to grow in here. It's really bright and hot out right now. I'm gonna let Ellie come out later and water because she loves to water in the garden and she's a very big help with that. It's hot out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today, getting some flowers planted in the garden. What flowering plants do you have planted in your garden? Don't forget, broccoli is a flower. I'll see you next time.